You're getting the picture here that there's here at Berkeley we like to think differently. We like to push back on the conventional wisdoms in every different category. All right, our next speaker is going to be Costas Spanos. He is a professor in the Department of Electrical Engineering and Computer Science. Here he is he's a well-respected researcher in the area of semiconductor manufacturing. He headed the IEEE transactions on this topic, has published over 200 papers in the textbooks in this area. He's a fellow of the IEEE, and most importantly today, he's also the director of Citrus and the Banatao Institute, which we are standing in at the moment. So, Costas.
Thank you. So what a privilege to be here, and especially with this very distinguished panel. When I was looking at the names and the amazing depth in policy, in technology, in economics, and so on, frankly, I had quite a bit of anxiety of what to add to that. So I would resort to something that I know, which is Greek. So I would like to introduce three words, and two of them Professor DeLong has already mentioned. But it's simple. It's going to be a very quick lesson. There works utopia, that starts with a U.
Oh, thank you.
There is work dystopia, that many of you know. And there's work utopia that starts with EU. The first and the last sound the same. They're homonyms, but they mean different things. The first word means a place or a situation that does not exist, literally. That's what utopia means. The second word, dystopia, means a place that you want to go there. You don't want to go there. A very undesirable place or situation. And the third word, utopia, with an EU, means a good place. That could be feasible. Okay? So I think that in the context of this conversation, I would like to think our balance between these three concepts and how to navigate through them, specifically when it comes to what a university can do about the future. Professor DeLong mentioned that there are many powers out there. The university is just one of them, and especially the public university. But let's define these three words now in the context of what we have. Let's take dystopia. Lost jobs, extreme income inequality, singularity that takes over, right? Utopia, starting with the U, the place that does not exist. AI will solve all our problems. Will make everything very nice, will give us plenty of free time to be creative. The income redistribution is not going to be an issue. But then again, who will manage all this change from here to there? Who will make sure that this technology is possible, even if it is? So that's why it is a utopia, a non-existing place. And of course, you have utopia with an EU, the good place that we would like to go to, which says that AI will enhance our capabilities so they can do more, do it better, and with less effort. It will also free us to do the more strategic, creative thinking and that machines cannot and will not do. Okay. So the question is, what can the research university do in order to steer society, to promote societal interests by steering us to this utopian with an EU future? First of all, you have to be a rational cheerleader of technology. And please understand the conflict in there, right? We are engineers. At least I am an engineer. I'm promoting technology. I'm imagining that technology can solve everything. So I'm a cheerleader of that. But I have to be careful. We have to be careful. We don't want to promote a utopian with a U future because it's a distraction, either positive or negative. So you have to be these rational cheerleaders of technological possibilities. And you have to create utopian with an EU, good paradigms, good examples. Because that's what the university can do. We can show what is possible and communicate it convincingly. So how do those look like? You can think of some examples. Take, for example, self-driving cars. And think of the three different possibilities, right? The dystopian future. Driving jobs will be lost. But maybe it's a future that is not very good for the environment because we'll be sending our driverless cars everywhere, spending more fuel. Maybe we'll need more of them. Maybe we'll live further out in the suburbs, be more isolated, and so on, right? Luckily, this is not possible, but there are other outcomes that are much more desirable. For example, could it be that a self-driving car will finally make transportation a service, a commodity? So the machinery itself is going to be used much more efficiently. It's going to be produced and maintained much more efficiently. It's going to create much more free time and free space for us, for our living. Take manufacturing. Many examples there, right? The dystopian future, we're going to lose all the good jobs and the income redistribution is going to be more tilted towards the higher end. But there is a better future. We can eliminate the boring and the dangerous jobs. We can educate the people using technology, create more free time for more meaningful pursuits. As John said, somebody has to design all the things that can be produced automatically. Take education, right? Here is a dystopian future. Will we become cyborgs wearing intelligence-enhancing prosthetics? Is that possible? Is that even desirable, right? Will you send your avatar to college, eliminating all the natural growth that happens there? Okay, that's some people worry about that. Okay, but there are other ways too. I mean, when it comes to, there are possible outcomes too. When it comes to disseminating knowledge using technology, when it comes to understanding and customizing how different people learn and adapting to that, there are huge possibilities there, and we're experimenting with those. And of course, there are other areas. There is health, there is art, there is science, there is interpersonal skills. So in conclusion, my concern is what the university do. What CITRIS, what Berkeley, what academia in general can do, what powerful examples can we demonstrate, and it is pretty clear there's going to be a multidisciplinary effort. I don't think engineers alone can put these examples together. I don't think that policymakers alone or economists alone will put those together. I think all these disciplines will come together, and I'm so happy to represent CITRIS because that's what CITRIS was invented for, to have this multidisciplinary research, to put these powerful paradigms out there and make a difference, and make sure that the university is more of a do tank rather than a think tank, as we have done in the past. So with that, I gladly accept Professor DeLong's challenge on behalf of Shankar. And I would like to yield my time to the next speaker. Thank you.